don't care. Who is Uni what? Well, let us balance the leadership so that nobody will feel shortchanged. Shut up your mouth. We don't need to balance it. This country is already having more Muslim than Christian. Have they told you? Or you are still one of those playing political correctness, Abby? They haven't said it to your face, or they haven't said it close to you, Abby. They are already saying it. Yeah. We already have the Yorubas. Me, a Yoruba man, a full-blooded Ijebu man. Ijebu. Today, I am being told that Nigeria, Yoruba, everywhere. Listen to this, oh, no joke, oh, you may be laughing, no, it's not funny. They said everywhere is now, Nigeria is a 70% Muslim and 20% Christian and others. People are already pushing that narrative. They say, what then is wrong if you have Muslim ticket? What they are telling you is that, you see all this extremism you are witnessing, all of these killings you are seeing. If they kill you, make you, now you then kill. Other people go live. It no matter. Lebanon, then lost straight. You know why that is possible? This madness is possible. It's because one Yoruba man want to be president of Nigeria, and he believed that Yorubas and then the jihadis that control Northwest, I've been a Northeast, they call them. They will deliver him and make him president of Nigeria over the rest of the 200 million people. It doesn't matter. If they don't like, they can go to hell. That is because a Yoruba man wants to be president of Nigeria. Therefore, a Yoruba boy, a Yoruba girl, a Yoruba man and woman who is also suffering from this disjointed, disunited, fraudulent contraption is preaching and saying, what is wrong with that? Is it because we know they talk? You know, say Nigeria is a Muslim country. I don't know. Me, I don't want to be part of any Muslim country. Oh. Never. I don't want to be any part of any Christian country. I just want to be part of a nation that recognizes me and respects me as a human being, as a citizen. And I bet that the only place I can get that is nowhere else than Yoruba nation. A place where you, Muniru, that is about to become an extremist because Tifnumbu want to be president. You, Kabiru, you, Sule, you want to start proving that, including you, Shehu, you want to start proving that you are now extremist. It doesn't matter. You are an extremist. We know many of you who are closet terrorists. We know many of you like that in Yoruba land. We would have been able to deal with you on our own without Nigeria. But you see this contamination, you see this cancer is eating deeper. It's going to consume everybody. You know what I mean? That's the only place I could feel safe. Yoruba land that they have brought terrorists to is not just unsafe physically, it's going to become so unsafe from you and your own brothers in the level they are taking you to right now. The same thing they did in northern Nigeria. Today, they will tell you, if you are not a Muslim in northern Nigeria, you are a minority. It doesn't matter your population. You know that? That cancer is eating us as well in southern Nigeria. And it is always gradual. Guess what? Maybe because I am a political scientist. Call me a political scientist, okay? I am a political scientist. Therefore, I am a scientist. I can diagnose some few things politically. You may disagree, but guess what? I will get you thinking. You'll be thinking like, okay, yeah. The only place I can feel safe, I should feel safe, is becoming unsafe. For different things. I'll tell you one. Ambition of one desperate man and the lackeys, the humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, the Buharidins, the Buharididanis, the Buharidinotus, the Buharidijatus, the Buharishukus, the Ungoziaris, the Unekaharis, the Lagos Abobakus, and these guys who have always been the leeches that gives lives to this cancer as well. Yoruba land is going to be unsafe. And you know why? It is because of the cancer of Nigeria. They are the same people that will do anything for the luxury of offices that they get, to the detriment of their own people. Hmm? There are those who are also going to sit back there, possibly if that is going to guarantee them access to wealth and power. They will sit down there and discuss and tell you that, well, waterway bill is all right. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong in that. Waterway bills that gives all the water, all of the waterways in the entire Nigeria to the control of the federal government of Nigeria with a plan to gazette those places, right? And call them the federal government zones. You will no longer be able to near any water without permission. I mean, you will no longer be able to near 10 miles to any river, any water in any part of southern Nigeria. Yoruba, you see everything. You will have to part ways with them, the lands that surrounds them, right? Without permission, you would never be allowed to near them anymore. But for greed and money, power, wealth, there are those who are willing to go that hog. But those people like us who knows that diagnosing what that is going to breed, it is going to bring even more bloodbath and death. So we rose against it. I don't know how long we're going to be able to fight it, especially when the voices that continue to awake the subconscious minds of the indigenous people in Nigeria are being silenced by this system. And many of us seems not to even be seeing it coming. They are coming to us. It's that cancer. If you want to stop it, before you let the Nigeria cancer kill us, before the cancer that Nigeria has become, before you let it hit us deep, religious division, tribal division, and so many other things, they are already planting them. The other day, I was reading something on Twitter, by the way, a very, very conversational platform, Twitter. And you know one thing, somebody shagari something just came from nowhere, right? And I just dropped it. Man, Yoruba Muslims are so tolerant. Listen to this. Yoruba Muslims are so tolerant. I mean, they are the majority, but yet they don't play the national politics. They allow the Christians among them, right, to control things and dictate things. Aha! Guess what? There were hordes of Yoruba Muslims. They started tweeting back. Oh, you are so right, Jare. It's true, Jare, my brother. We are so tolerant. We have been taking the bullshit from the Christians in this in this Yoruba land. Every small thing they will be saying this or that. Meanwhile, they are saying it from the background of Tifnumbu's Muslim ticket, right? A Fulani or what's the other Kanuri, maybe Fulani, maybe not Kanuri, Shagari son tweeted that Yoruba Muslims are the most tolerant because they are not trying to muzzle the Yoruba Christians to silence them like they did in northern Nigeria. Now, if not, how dare your pastors talking? If all of you Yoruba Muslims are if you are up to it, you allow them, you think you are all equal, that is called dog whistle. Do you understand what that means? Because within us as Yorubas, we already have closet terrorists. They just don't have the courage to practice their belief publicly. But you see where Nigeria is going, the cancer is going to hit us. Yes, it will hit us. And you will begin to see them, Yoruba Muslims, right? Bombing churches, killing people. It's impossible. You haven't really met the Lagos Ababakus, have you? You haven't met the Oshogbo Alimajiris. Aha. I am warning you so that you would be prepared. And you are never going to get stabbed up close by that your own brother's son. It is a cancer. I am happy there are so many Yorubas who are already like on that same page, Yorubas who say like, yes, that's how we are. We are not killers. We don't kill our people because of religion. We marry ourselves. We don't suspect ourselves, this and that. There are Yorubas who went there to say the same thing. Well, I was kind of like, well, I'm not surprised. I wasn't really surprised when I started seeing Yorubas who are like, my brother, you will see what we will do. This Ashiwaju own, this Ashiwaju for president. We know that there are Christians who wanted to make sure that a Yoruba man, a Muslim, does not become president. We will never allow them. You know what I mean? And I'm like, a Yoruba man, ṣọ́ṣépè fún ẹni. Ṣọ́ṣépè fún ẹni. Tinubu fẹ́ jẹ president. Tinubu want to be president. He decided to go and pick a Boko Haram sympathizer. Somebody who said, if they had their way, they would prefer Kwakwanso to come and help them kill the Igbos. So that all this gra-gra of the Igbos will stop. Olofo olori ibu tori Tinubu. You now found your ally. Ally in Boko Haram terrorist. Some of you are now saying any Yoruba man that doesn't support your jihadi is enemy of Yoruba. You will kill them, Neo. You will chase them out of Yoruba land. You will do this or that. Because if not, you are using your own hand to buy your own death so that you can cry and gnash your teeth in this no distant future. We know they are indoctrinating all of you. We know many of you are already in your different WhatsApp groups. You are already profiling those you will profile. All because of waiting. Just because you want to bring jihadists close to power. Ha! Omo Yoruba, I'm saying this to you so that you will understand the danger of what you are playing with. The man who contributed to the danger, Oban Paro, he himself is scared. All of them, they are scared. So if you are worried, my brothers and sisters, you have every right to be. Maybe Obasanjo be this.
Àti oyin ni Nàìjíríà olóró tá a ní lónìí nítorí pé àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ lídà wa wọn ò ṣe ohun tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ní àkókò tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe wọ́n àti bóyá kó ṣe yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe wọ́n. Tá a bá kọ̀ntínú báyìí gbogbo adé stage tó jẹ́ pé ní Sunday a ní lè worship ní church mọ́.
Bó ṣe máa jẹ́ nìyẹn. Because according to them, if you meet an average Oshogbo Alimajiri or Lagos Abobaku, even some of their aunties and their uncles abroad, I'm talking about the Abrodian Buhari idiots, the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, and the rest of them. They said whatever it takes. If you see any Igbo person trying to register, if you see any Yoruba man that is trying to go against Tinubu enemy, now they are beginning to create stories to make everyone who is signaling the danger, signaling you the danger. Even these people from northern Nigeria, they said, Omo, now this one will finish Nigeria. And guess what they said? Tinubu doesn't care. He just want to be president. Just want to be president. Whether they call me Baba President, Mr. President, right? Whether they kill you, kidnap you, whatever it is, that's your headache. Just get out of here. But one day, truly, one day you are going to just sit at home. Yeah? And they will say, Mommy, hello, church, Lenini. Oh, Daddy Evangelist. Báwo ni service lẹ́ni? I'm a shome service ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀mi bá ṣe darí. Are you not going to church today, sir? I said, no. Holy Spirit said that we should worship at home today and pray. So let's do it here. They've already started. It is just going to get even more and more and more. That's why I'm asking you now that even if you didn't understand it before, these guys are done with Nigeria. Everything is poof. Like, that's Nigeria. It is living on a borrowed time. And the rogues who brought you to this stage, they are not giving up. They continue to make mistakes that will continue to dip Nigeria in a further dip. They are not giving up. The fact that they are not giving up, right? If we continue to indulge them without grouping enough to stop encouraging them, listen to me, it's a cancer. You would wake up one day and you will be asking yourself, where are we? They say, well, you are welcome, right? You are welcome there to the new Lebanon, Afghanistan, which is joined together, Nigeristan. You won't be able to escape anything. But we can now, if you don't close your mind as you have always done, thinking that probably is another way. There's no other way. No other way. You see, no matter what it will take, no matter what route this whole thing take, right? It's going to come back to one thing. The people will decide that they are not, whether they are or not, going to be part of this anymore. That is what these northern criminals feared most. And that is what we are going to give to them all the time. I love the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I said something before. I said, remember something. If you want to fight, sometimes it's good to check your armory. Make sure you have enough firepower in your arsenal, because you will need them, especially if you know the type of rogues you are going to be facing, like Nigeria, as it is. I respect so much. What do you call it? I respect so much the people who have done their best day and night, every now and then, all over the world, trying to take Nigeria to justice. But you know what is going to happen, right? With good resources in charge, right? I believe strongly that, yeah, Biafra is coming. Oduduwa nation or Yoruba nation is also coming. Because at some point, majority of those who were like, they want to give Nigeria the last shot, let's give it one chance, let's give it one more this or that, they will run out of patience soon. And they will see through the lies that they have been told for all their lives. And guess what? Every day, more and more people are beginning to see that. But somehow, there's always more distractions here and there. Expectedly, yeah? With good resources. Yeah. You see these rogues that are perpetrating this in Nigeria, not only that justice will be done, not only that Nigeria will eventually take the peaceful part of breakaway, and then let every region create their own future for themselves, right? In the next, what do you call it? In the next few months, they are going to make more mistakes. They are, certainly. And you see those who are like walking behind this, like I said before, yeah, I have so much kind of a confidence in this team who have been, it be like people who won't kill, you want to kill a giant, yeah? If you want to kill a giant, there's so many ways you have to bring out, bring him to to his knees, right? How do you do that? You can do it by every space you can get, and that's exactly what they are doing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become a big clog. You know what I mean? A big clog for those who put all these plans together. Now they don't know what to do with him. They don't. Some of them are now trying to walk a way of easy way out for themselves, right? By at some point claiming to have come to a sort of a clemency. You know what? We'll just let Nnamdi Kanu go. I'll pardon him without trial, without anything. A face-saving method. But you know what? These resources behind Nnamdi Kanu, behind the Biafra, behind the IPOB, right? They have the names of everyone that participated in the ongoing genocide, right? And this state-sponsored persecution of people that only asked for a referendum, they have their names. They are not escaping it. That's a different one. When they will no longer have Nigeria to protect them. I respect that a lot. I want a very strong legal and then structural team that works with freedom fighters enough that when they put the resources of state against those who try to wake the subconscious or consciousness of other people, when they put the resources of state against them, there should be the ready-made people's resources that should always ward off or fend off those attacks. I kind of wish that they never lay their hands on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu than them having him for every one of us all over the world to be demanding for his release and at the same time demanding for the Biafra referendum. Maybe it would have been a different ball game, but resources comes from the people who want something that nothing can take away from them or take their minds away from. That's the zeal that I've seen in those working behind the scene tirelessly to get the leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, out. They are not just working to get him out, in a clean bill. They are working to make sure that his struggle, his legitimate struggle, becomes the focal point, the center point of the world politics. I love that. If you haven't seen through that, I am asking you to now. IPOB has the resources that some of you probably don't even know. Nigeria doesn't even know or didn't know that they have. For those of us who have seen through their activities, especially those who have worked their butts off to prevent the United States government from declaring IPOB a terrorist organization after lobbyists collected hundreds of millions of dollars from Nigerian authority. Please, we want it. We have declared them terrorists, but nobody is taking us serious. In Nigeria, we have to say, we've prescribed them as terrorist organization, but the rest of the world, they are still welcoming them. They are still allowing them because they said they are not prescribed because they are not a terrorist organization. Can you help us make America help us prescribe IPOB? That's why I said that when they were bringing the toga of unknown gunmen on IPOB, I said, reject it quickly. Don't ever even celebrate them. Don't even share anything about them. Don't, because you have no idea those who were pushing the propaganda and why they wanted to own it. They wanted to accept all of these criminalities that they are doing out there against themselves, against their own people, killing their own officials as it is. Yeah, I said, don't accept it. Don't for any reason, because all those were set in motion in order to justify the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu and in order to make the work of their lobbyists in America to work easier. Tell America they have become terrorists. Yes, we know that they were only carrying flags. We know that they are peaceful, but because of their leaders, they have started committing crimes in the East. No, we have proof. Go and show it to America. They took all of those their proofs to America. The whole thing didn't see the light of the day. One single move from the IPOB, right, killed that. You may not understand what that simply means, but you would someday if you don't already. That's resources. That's something. I keep talking about the time when, when they planned to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How many of you remember that in 2017, I believe, 2018, when they went on to try to kill him. And then we were watching the live broadcast from the house. The soldiers were out there shooting. Many people thought he was going to be killed. Then we saw them broke into the house. We saw the live video, gone dead. And Nnamdi Kanu disappeared. You remember all of that? Resources. I will respect those who have dedicated their lives to work mostly unseen to ensure that all of the effort, because some of you knows that Biafra struggle is huge. Nnamdi Kanu knew that. And that is why I believe he never declared the Biafra yet, because he wanted he wanted Nigeria. He knew Nigeria was going to make a lot of mistakes. The world is going to get the attention of that. And the more mistakes they make, the more or closer, let me say, the closer the realization of a Biafra will be. I am not just blabbing here. There's a record of over $1.5 million that the IPOB resource, the resource people put towards a lobbyist to kill whatever hundreds of millions of dollars the Nigerian government is paying all these faceless lobbyists to sell the idea that IPOB is a terrorist organization. If they manage to push that through the Congress of America and indeed become something that America says, oh, IPOB is a terrorist organization, all of the IPOB, what do they call them? all of the IPOB, accounts will be frozen all over the world. Yes, some people thought that. That's exactly what Nigeria wanted to happen. Some people thought that, and that didn't come from the blues. So I respect that, and I always wish that we have something so strong like that, especially for our own Yoruba people too. Then I just remember that we will build something close to that. Maybe we may not have that bigger, what have you, or even something bigger than that too. You never can tell. I studied that. I studied the significance of international politics that is helping to ward off the rogues sent all over the world to help kill Biafran struggle from abroad. Do you know why? Because Nigeria knows that Biafran struggle is being powered from abroad, especially the Biafrans who are seeing the deprivation, the state-sponsored genocide in Igbo land, and they will do anything to get their people out of this contraption. They will do anything. Well, they have done a lot. So how do you kill that? You make sure the rest of the world go after them and confiscate all of their properties that they can lay their hands on. Make it difficult for them to group. Make it difficult for them to raise funds. Make it so hard for them, right, to even communicate. If you can do that for us, we will deal with the ones in Nigeria. Especially, we can always deny the genocide against them. We'll continue to deny the state-sponsored killings against them. We can call that anything. What politics didn't work for Nigeria? Trust me, it didn't. The only thing that has worked so far is that those who were supposed to speak out for Biafra or speak against Nigeria, they are still getting the best deal from Nigeria now. But it won't be for long. Why? Because there are people also working to make sure that the effort to blacklist IPOB is completely rebuffed. That's not cheap. It's not cheap. Respect them. Even if you don't like them, respect them. The wish of Nigeria or Nigerian government or this terrorist government in Nigeria is not good. If you have a chance of seeing through them, trust me, you can also be very, very paranoid. And you will be right too. Nothing like being paranoid when you see things happen before you, and some said it's not that bad. Is it when you become the victim? Is that when it's going to be really bad? So that's when they went for Nnamdi Kanu. They went for him really bad. Very hard. Same thing they did to Oloye Sunday Igboho. If the resources was not private, thank God for the resources that Igboho himself had, that at least kept him alive to this point. I may not go into details of that, but does Igboho have the organizational, what do you call it, kind of organizational resources like Nnamdi Kanu? No, it doesn't. Nobody has. And Nigerian government knows that. They also know that the agitation, the demand for Yoruba nation, the support base, the strength of it, the clarity of it is coming from abroad. So who told you that they have not already deployed resources to also shut us down too? So we beg on those who have actually been in the struggle to understand this as well. It is huge than what you can think. It is also very, very significant that finally, there is a part of the United Nations. It's not because they're going to come and do it for you, okay? But there is a part of them that now has the record of what they have done to Nnamdi Kanu on record with a report. 16-page report. Seriously. So Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out one day soon. Nnamdi Kanu is going to be given a chance to address a section of United Nations soon. He is going to present the challenges of the Biafrans, an average Biafran, historically, what they are passing through in Nigeria today. Evidently, he will present all of that before the world. And guess what? Many of you who don't like this, you are going to come back to say thank you to him. You're going to come back and say thank you to so many people, including those who have been sacrificed for this. Because that will be the genesis, the beginning of the clarity of cutting the cancer that is eating us so deep today. The cancer of AIDS, cancer of division, cancer of ethnic jingoism, cancer of religious fanaticism, the cancer of social classism, the cancer of, name it. All these things are cancer brought upon us by Nigeria. If we are not part of Nigeria, we will probably be treating a different one, a different cancer indeed. This particular one can only end not by this bogus unity begging. Let us come together. We should be united. Nigeria is a great country. Oh, indeed. We should all come together and be united. Oh, really? Unity is not just a word, my dear. No. Right? Unity is an act. You do it. Right? You don't beg for unity. When somebody is cutting off the head of my neighbor and is saying, I'm cutting this head off because this person is an infidel in the same country, you should define that. And you should never be afraid of having that conversation. Do you get that? Unity is not just a word. You don't say it. You do it. Same thing with patriotism. Patriotism is not just a word. It is an act. You do it. When you do it and you do it right, others will emulate. Then they will say, that is patriotism. In Nigeria, from the past and present, and those who are still going to be in charge, if it continues to exist, right? Nobody wants to really prove anything or walk any talk. They just want to give the command, let us all come together. This our country is a great country. We must work together. How do you work together when the terrorists are dangling the axe just around your neck, and they could just chop it off? And somebody's going to say, I don't agree with him cutting off your head, though. Although he's saying he's doing it for Allah. But you know what? If you didn't offend him, he won't do this to you, but I don't support him. Sorry if he cut off your head. What the hell, right? That is a cancer. Think about that. Our children cannot survive this if all of us continue to be politically correct about it. We are not asking for war. Listen to me, my dear. I'm not asking you to fight war that is not already on you. No. I'm asking you to fight to stay alive. And fighting to stay alive starts from the right information that helps you. Nigeria is not going to help you. It's not helping me. Although we have all been kind of trapped in it right now. But we can have it better. Being trapped into it as we speak, or keeping it as it is, is not in my own interest. It's not in yours. In all parameters, right? So what do you do? If you have a chance of breaking away from it, what would you do? Would you take it? Or would you pass? Or preach? I have proven it on this program many times, or many times again. I said, listen, if this is about patriotism, right? There is no patriotic Nigerian anywhere, alive, dead, or anything. No. They made you believe there is one. There is none. And I will prove it to you. You see, being patriotic about Nigeria is being honest. You need to be honest. Or being a patriotic person, rather, you should be honest. You should be human, right? You should be human and be real. Now, when you are honest and you are real, if you find yourself in a position of authority, right? Honest, real, human. Now, those combinations, right, will make you care more about what your actions is going to be on the multitude, right? Not what your action is going to be or benefit you as a person individually. That will then turn you to maybe a monster, a partial one, or a full-time monster that will continue to back down others. Oh yeah, all of you sit down there. All of you stand up there. I am your leader. I said this to you. Do as I say. Don't do as I do. Listen to me. That is what all those who have claimed to be your leaders have been in the past, now, and they will be in the future. The templates, no patriotism in them. Stop deceiving yourself. If they were patriotic, listen. Oh man, there's no patriotic Nigerian. Have you seen any? Well, maybe you have seen a patriotic Yoruba man who stole money being part of Nigeria, right? They started sharing the money to the people they made poorer in Yoruba land. Oh, he's a patriotic one. He sent us to Mecca. He paid for my trip to Jerusalem. He made me JP. He turned me to Elijah. He's a very good man. He paid for my scholarship. They made you poorer so that you could beg for them. Well, he could be patriotic. To you, that's not patriotism. Humanity, service to humanity, and honesty. If you do that seriously, you don't need to be a saint. Just do what you have to do. That is patriotism. And in record, there is no single one that's been patriotic to Nigeria from the creation. It's been one looter after the other, lutocracy after the lutocracy, lutocrat after one lutocrat. Yeah. Then you have those who are looting the return loots in Nigeria, and they are making laws to stop the looters from relooting the returned loots and blah blah blah. All this madness are all cancer eating us deep to show to you that patriotism is a fancy word they use to hoodwink you. Don't buy it. There's none. Patriotic. A failed place where the failed criminals continue to adorn public spaces. They continue to be opinion molders or, policy makers and all that. They've run out of all ideas. Now they have nowhere or nothing to take you out of the old jam. They just want everybody to just get used to it. How could you get used to this? How? You can't pray your way out of it. Listen, there is more you will have to do. And I put that to you. If anybody love Nigeria seriously right now, you can cut the cancer. It's eating us deeper. I want to worry about the children of Yoruba land first. Then I want to worry about all children generally, because if if we are allowed to run our own affairs, do you know that taking care of our own children, especially from southern part of Nigeria or anywhere in the part of the world, I would say a priority that should have been a state policy would never, ever, ever, right? If we had that, a state that has a protection for children, right, would never, ever, ever, ever pay huge amount of money to terrorists who hurt children, who harm children, who took children, raped them, put them in family ways, and not at the end of the day, they said they are repentant terrorists. A system that allows that is a cancer on a system on the people that never want to live like that. Do you understand that? So I would implore you to think this again. Nigeria is what you have right now, they say. But there's something that we had before Nigeria is first on us. And that thing is, as a Yoruba man, as an Ijebu man, is the humanity in me. Nigeria is not going to give us anything. It's not going to work. The criminals in Nigeria, the criminals in government of Nigeria will continue, right, to hold us down, but it's not going to be for much longer. They're going to make a lot of mistakes, okay? In their mistakes lies our liberation if we are ready for it. And when I mean ready for it, I am talking to you as a person right now, okay? They want you to get your people. See, I am not somebody who is going to be against you when you say you want to exercise your democratic right or your own fundamental human rights, whatever it is. I am not somebody who is going to stand up and say, oh, no, I'm going to stop you from doing that. I am not somebody like that. I am somebody who is going to let you sit down, think, okay, about your choices and the decisions you'll be making and the consequences of all those choices, especially if you have the background understanding of why you have to make those decisions in the first place, okay? Because if I ask for Yoruba nation, that is a fundamental human right of mine that nobody should accuse, nobody should stop me from advocating for. Nobody should attack me. Nobody should attack you. You should be bold enough, as people are going about there now shouting PDP, APC, Peter Obi and the rest of them. You as a Yoruba man who believe in Yoruba nation more, who don't believe in Nigeria, you have that right to go out there, right, and then confess and profess that belief, right, with all manner of description and languages you might want to use. But Nigeria won't let you have that. Do you understand? So even though I believe that's my own right, that Nigeria wants to take away from me, taking it away from you, scaring you away from exercising them, right, that does not give us the right to be like that same Nigeria and say, if you see anyone who is, campaigning for this or that, then you have to attack them. Don't do that. You will become the same criminals who are attacking you for demanding for Biafra, for demanding for Yoruba nation. Do you know what that means? It simply means that you are now in a banana republic where everyone says, shut up your mouth, stop asking for Biafra. And people are being killed for it. Shut up your mouth, stop asking for Yoruba nation. We want one Nigeria. And people are being killed or jailed or exiled for that. That is what you and I would then have to build up against to make sure that they never have that courage. They never have that strength anymore, right? To kill you, to attack you, or send you out of town, exile you simply because you choose never to be part of the charade called one Nigeria. Is your right? That is exactly where we should strengthen up. So that you see those who are telling you to shut up, right? They will never be able to tell you to shut up. In fact, they will be more willing to join you. And that resources is what we need to build. That's something I'm working on myself. And I know so many people are doing the same. It is what it is now. If the world got the attention of what they are doing to Nnamdi Kanu, if the world has the attention of what they are doing to Oloye Sunday Igboho, or anyone else that is being persecuted for what they believe in, right? If the world speak out for them, trust me, we can make the world speak out for that same cause that they are killing our people for. But we would have to do that in unison, not tearing ourselves apart. I don't understand why people do that, by the way. I will stop there for now. So I am, there's the part I actually wanted to bring on earlier, but maybe when I start taking calls, I can try and bring that up. I'm going to take a break. It is cold, and I'm going to take calls. So if you have been part of this all this while, you can pick up, you can pick up the phone, be part of this call if you want to. When I get back, I'll take a few calls, okay? I will be back. Don't go anywhere.
onye du iPod o meriwo n'izu onye ya abakare mama dawora una pori meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Una pori meri Nnamdi win the war.